What if I told you there's an aircraft that can fly across the world, enter the most heavily defended airspace, drop its bombs, and leave without being seen? No tail, no loud presence on radar, just a dark, silent flying wing. This is the B-2 Spirit, built by Northrop Grumman, and many experts consider it one of the most complex aircraft ever created. What makes the B-2 so unique? First, just look at it. The B-2 doesn't look like a normal airplane. It has no vertical tail and no traditional body. It's what engineers call a flying wing. Why? Because this shape reduces radar reflection. Traditional aircraft have many sharp angles and vertical surfaces that bounce radar waves back to enemy systems. The B-2's smooth, curved design helps scatter those waves, making it extremely hard to detect. But there's a problem. Flying wings are naturally unstable. Without advanced computers constantly correcting its movement, the aircraft would be very difficult to control. That's why the B-2 relies on powerful fly-by-wire systems. Its onboard computers make thousands of tiny adjustments every second just to keep it stable in the air. In other words, without computers, it wouldn't safely fly. Why is it so hard to detect? The B-2 was designed during the Cold War to penetrate Soviet air defenses. It uses multiple stealth technologies, radar-absorbing materials that reduce radar signals, internal weapon bays, so nothing is hanging outside, special engine placement to reduce heat signature, carefully designed edges to scatter radar waves. It's not completely invisible, no aircraft is, but detecting it is extremely difficult, especially compared to older bombers. How does it work? The B-2 is a long-range strategic bomber. It can fly more than 6,000 nautical miles without refueling. With aerial refueling, it can reach almost anywhere in the world. Inside the aircraft is an advanced combat system that includes ground mapping radar, secure satellite communications, navigation and targeting computers, electronic warfare systems. All of these systems work together to allow the aircraft to enter enemy territory, identify targets, and strike with precision. It's basically a flying high-tech command center. Surprisingly, only 2 pilots operate the B-2. Despite its complexity, automation handles many systems. The pilots are responsible for monitoring flight systems, managing the mission, communicating with command, making final decisions on weapon release. On extremely long missions, sometimes over 30 or even 40 hours, the pilots take short rest breaks while the other remains in control. That shows how demanding these operations can be. The B-2 first saw combat in 1999 during the Kosovo conflict. Later, it was used in Afghanistan after September 11th, in Iraq in 2003, and in Libya in 2011. In some missions, B-2 bombers flew directly from the United States to the Middle East, completed their strike, and returned home, all in one continuous flight. That level of endurance and precision is rare in military aviation. Why is it so expensive? Only 21 B-2 aircraft were built. Each one costs around $2 billion when including development costs. Why so expensive? Because stealth materials require special maintenance. Because the engineering is extremely precise. Because much of the technology was cutting edge and secret. This isn't just an airplane, it's a strategic national asset. Final thoughts. The B-2 Spirit changed modern warfare. It proved that stealth, precision, and long-range capability could redefine air power. Even today, decades after its first flight, it remains one of the most advanced bombers in service. A flying wing, a stealth machine, a symbol of high-tech military power, and perhaps one of the most fascinating aircraft ever built.